Tonight, something sacred is unfolding around you. The battles you carried through the day, the weight you tried to hide, the questions that followed you into the quiet. None of them are here by accident. You have stepped into a divine moment, a moment where heaven leans close and God prepares to meet you with peace, protection, and breakthrough. If you stay with me until the end of this prayer, you will feel a shift, deep, steady, unmistakable. The kind of shift that calms the mind, softens the heart, and invites the presence of God to surround your room like light in the darkness. This is not a routine night prayer. This is a covering, a shield, a holy encounter crafted so you do not go to sleep carrying what God never asked you to carry. And as you enter this moment with faith, expect His peace to settle over you like gentle breath. Expect His protection to stand guard over every corner of your home. And expect His hand to prepare blessings for your tomorrow. Before we begin, remember to subscribe, like, turn on the notification bell, and write your prayer in the comments below. God is ready to meet you tonight. Tonight, as the weight of the day loosens its grip and the quiet of the evening settles around you, I want you to truly grasp what this moment means. You are not just listening to a night prayer. You are stepping into a divine exchange, one where God takes the battles you cannot fight, the burdens you cannot carry, and the fears you cannot silence, and replaces them with His victory, His covering, and His supernatural peace. Heaven is not distant. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is leaning in right now. You may feel tired, drained, or overwhelmed from the battles you face today. Some loud, some silent, some visible, some hidden deep in your heart. But the Lord, who neither sleeps nor slumbers, is already standing between you and every weapon formed against you. Tonight, He is the one who will fight for you while you rest. He is the one who will contend with what contends with you, silence what has been tormenting your mind, and dismantle the spiritual battles that have been rising against your peace. As you prepare your heart for this prayer, let the truth sink in. You do not have to win this fight in your own strength. You were never meant to. The God who opened prison doors at midnight, who shut the mouths of lions, who split seas for His children, who sent angels to guard His people. This same God is the one covering you tonight. And if you stay until the final words of this prayer, something will shift. The fear you carried will lose its voice. The pressure on your mind will loosen. The confusion in your spirit will lift. The heaviness sitting on your chest will break. Because when God steps into a battle, no enemy stands a chance. Breathe slowly now. Let your thoughts settle. Feel the atmosphere around you begin to change as His presence draws closer. This moment is a sanctuary. This space is holy ground. You are not watching alone. You are not praying alone. Heaven is joining you. Child of God, think about how many nights you have gone to bed replaying the same worries, the same conversations, the same regrets. Think about how many times you have fallen asleep exhausted. not because your body was tired, but because your spirit was. But tonight is different. Tonight you are not ending your day with fear. You are ending it in faith. And when you go to sleep covered in faith, God begins to move in ways you could never imagine. There are battles being fought on your behalf right now. Battles you cannot see, battles you did not even know existed. God is intercepting attacks, blocking arrows, shutting doors that lead to harm, and opening doors you have prayed for in silence. Angels are being dispatched. Peace is being released. Breakthroughs are being prepared. You don't need to strive. You don't need to panic. You don't need to replay the same stressful thoughts. The Lord Himself goes before you. The Lord Himself surrounds you. The Lord Himself fights for you while you sleep. And as you listen to this prayer tonight, let your heart open wide. Release every noise. Release every fear. Release every anxious thought. Let the presence of God wrap around you like a warm shield, steady, firm, unshakable. Say quietly in your spirit, Lord, I surrender every battle to you tonight. Let those words rest inside you. Let them become your anchor, because the breakthrough you have been waiting for, the peace you've been longing for, the clarity you've needed, they come when you choose surrender over control, faith over fear, trust over anxiety. The enemy fears a believer who prays at night. The enemy fears a believer who refuses to go to sleep unprotected. The enemy fears a believer who chooses to rest in God's presence. Tonight, that believer is you. And through this prayer, chains will break. Attacks will be reversed. Doors long shut will begin to open. God is stepping in with power, and nothing in hell can stop what He is about to do. Stay close. Stay expectant. Stay with me until the final word, because the blessing over your life tonight is greater than you think. When you are ready, whisper from your heart, Lord, fight my battles while I sleep, and He will. Tonight, as you breathe a little slower and feel your spirit beginning to settle, let this truth rise within you. God has already stepped into the battles that tried to overwhelm you today. You may not have seen it. You may not have felt it. You may have even wondered if He noticed the weight pressing on your heart. But the God who formed you, the God who calls you His own, has been fighting for you long before you reached this moment of prayer. There are things that happen today, conversations, thoughts, emotions, that left marks on your soul. Maybe you carried disappointment. Maybe you carried fear. Maybe you held in tears you didn't want anyone to see. But God saw. God understood. God felt every trembling breath, every moment your heart tightened, every second your mind wandered into worry. And tonight, He is undoing the damage you can't fix on your own. This is why He brings you into His presence before sleep. This is why He pulls you into stillness at the end of the day, because night is not just rest for your body. It is restoration for your spirit. And when God restores a person, He doesn't start with the surface. He goes to the root. He reaches into the deep places, the places no one else sees, and he begins to heal from the inside out. Some of the battles you face today were not physical. They were emotional. They were spiritual. They were invisible to the world but heavy on your soul. That is why tonight matters so much. When you surrender these battles before sleep, God begins fighting in the realms you cannot reach. Even now, His peace is expanding around you like a shield. His presence is settling over your room like a warm blanket. His Spirit is whispering into the atmosphere. You are not alone. I have you. Rest. I am fighting for you. Feel that truth. Let it wash over you. And understand this. The enemy often attacks the hardest right before breakthrough. He tries to distract your mind, drain your strength, and disrupt your peace. But the moment you enter a night prayer like this, where God's presence begins to fill the room, the enemy's plans begin to fail. Darkness loses its grip. Fear loses its voice. Anxiety loses its control, because God Himself steps between you and every assault of the night. Right now, every storm that tried to rise against you today is being silenced. Every whisper of discouragement is being shut down. Every spiritual attack that tried to trouble your sleep is being dismantled by heavenly power. You don't even have to see it to know it. Your spirit can sense the shift. God is lifting burdens off your shoulders. He is calming the storms inside your mind. He is pushing back the darkness that tried to surround you. He is restoring strength to places inside you that felt empty. Tonight is a divine interruption. Heaven intervening in the battles you couldn't fight alone. And as you continue listening, you are walking deeper into God's covering. Every word begins to cleanse you. Every moment softens your heart. Every second draws you closer to the peace you've been craving. Take a slow breath in and let it out. Feel the atmosphere change again. This is what it feels like when God takes over. He is placing angels around your home. He is sealing your sleep with His protection. He is setting a hedge of fire around your bed. He is commanding peace to stand guard over your mind. Nothing sent against you tonight will prosper. Nothing spoken against you today will follow you into sleep. Nothing that tried to weigh you down will have authority over you anymore. You are covered by the Almighty. You are wrapped in His shadow. You are resting under His wings. Tonight, while you sleep, God is moving silently, powerfully, purposefully. He is opening doors. He is healing wounds. He is aligning breakthroughs. He is defeating enemies you will never have to face. And when you wake tomorrow, you will not rise heavy. You will rise strengthened. You will rise refreshed. You will rise with peace that makes no sense except that God gave it. So before we continue, whisper again from your heart, softly, sincerely, Lord, I trust you with every battle. He hears you. He's already responding. As we move deeper into this sacred night, feel how your heart is slowly unclenching, how your breathing is easing, how the tension in your spirit is loosening. This is not coincidence. This is the presence of God drawing nearer. This is what it feels like when heaven begins to lean over your life. There is a reason the enemy tries to distract you at night. There is a reason fear rises when the world gets quiet. The night is spiritually significant because when the world sleeps, God works. And tonight, He is working for you. All day long, your mind has been active, thinking, deciding, fighting, enduring. But now, as the world grows silent, your soul finally has room to hear the whisper of God. I am here. You are safe. You are covered. Let that truth anchor you. Some of the battles you've been facing didn't start today. They've been building over weeks, months, maybe even years. Silent battles, heavy battles, battles you prayed about but still carried alone because you didn't know how to release them fully. But tonight, those long, exhausting battles meet the power of the living God. The Lord is stepping into the middle of everything that has been overwhelming you. He's stepping into the confusion you can't explain. He's stepping into the decisions you don't know how to make. He's stepping into the pain you've tucked away. He's stepping into the uncertainty that makes your heart race at night. He's stepping into the areas of your life you thought were too broken, too complicated, too far gone. And He's saying, this battle is no longer yours. It's mine. Feel the weight of that. Feel the relief of that. Feel the breakthrough in those words. Because the moment God takes ownership of your battles, victory becomes inevitable. Right now, the Holy Spirit is bringing peace to the areas of your life that felt chaotic. He is touching the parts of your heart that felt fragile. He is calming the thoughts that were swirling like a storm. You don't have to force anything. Just breathe. Just receive. Just rest. You see, the enemy doesn't only attack with loud storms. Sometimes he attacks with subtle whispers. Whispers of doubt, whispers of fear, whispers that say you're not enough, you're not safe, you won't make it, things won't change. But tonight, those whispers are being silenced one by one, because God's voice is rising over your life. His voice that says, do not fear, for I am with you. Be still and know that I am God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I will fight for you. You need only to be still. These are not just verses. These are declarations over your night. And even now, God is placing a shield of peace over your mind. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit can feel it. Something holy is happening. Something powerful is unfolding. Your sleep tonight will not be restless. It will be protected. It will be peaceful. It will be blessed. God is guarding your home. God is guarding your thoughts. God is guarding your dreams. Angel armies are standing at the corners of your room. The atmosphere is shifting into alignment with heaven's peace. The weight on your shoulders is being lifted by unseen hands. You are not lying down in fear tonight. You are lying down in the shadow of the Almighty. Child of God, imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling lighter. Imagine waking up with clarity where there was confusion. Imagine waking up with courage where there was anxiety. Imagine waking up with renewed strength, not because your circumstances changed overnight, but because God fought for you while you slept. This is what He's doing for you now. So place your hand over your heart, even if just gently. Feel its rhythm. Feel its strength. Feel the life God placed inside you. And whisper again, Lord, fight every battle in me and around me. As you say it, heaven moves. You are not forgotten. You are not exposed. You are not unprotected. You are held. You are loved. You are defended. Tonight is holy. Tonight is different. Tonight, God fights for you. As you continue to rest in this moment, feel how the presence of God is becoming more tangible, as if the atmosphere itself is shifting to hold you. Tonight is not an ordinary night. Something in the spiritual realm is moving on your behalf. While others sleep unaware, heaven is aligning breakthroughs, protection, and healing specifically for you. The battles that felt overwhelming just hours ago are already losing their power. The storms that tried to surround your heart are beginning to quiet, and the heaviness that tried to cling to your spirit is lifting piece by piece, like fog dissolving in the morning light. God is not simply comforting you tonight. He is fighting for you. He is stepping into places where you felt powerless, places where you cried silently, places where you thought you were alone. He knows every burden you carried today, some spoken, some unspoken, some buried deep, and yet, He meets you here with tenderness and authority, whispering, I am with you. Be still. I am fighting for you. Take another slow breath. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw loosen. Let the tension inside you unwind. The peace you are beginning to feel is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not fleeting. It is the peace that comes when the Almighty positions Himself between you and everything that has been rising against you. There are spiritual battles that you were not meant to fight consciously. That is why God guards you at night. When you sleep, the enemy often tries to come near with fear, confusion, or emotional heaviness. But tonight, every dark plan is being shut down. Every spiritual attack is being scattered. Every voice of intimidation is being silenced by the authority of God's presence. You are not entering sleep unprotected. You are entering sleep under a supernatural covering. Imagine God standing at the doorway of your room. Imagine His presence filling every corner, every shadow, every space where fear once tried to hide. Imagine His light forming a shield around your mind, sealing your thoughts in peace. Imagine His angels surrounding your bed, wings outstretched, watching, guarding, defending. Nothing can cross that barrier. Nothing can penetrate His covering. Nothing can steal the rest He is giving you. Tonight, God is fighting internal battles too. The battles within your emotions and thoughts. The battle with anxiety. The battle with self-doubt. the battle with loneliness, the battle with uncertainty about tomorrow. These battles may not have names, but God sees them clearly. He knows where your heart aches. He knows where your mind races. He knows the questions that keep you awake at night, and He is calming them one by one. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not faithless for feeling overwhelmed. You are human, and your Father understands humanity better than anyone. That is why He promises rest. Not just sleep, but rest for your soul. Rest that reaches the places inside you that no person, no conversation, no distraction can reach. There are things inside you that need healing. Old wounds, old memories, old disappointments. God is touching them now. Not harshly, not forcefully, but gently. He knows how fragile those spaces are. He knows how deeply you've held on, and He knows exactly how to mend them without breaking you. Healing is happening even if you can't see it yet. Restoration is happening even if you can't feel it fully. God is working in silence, but the results will speak loudly. Tonight, God is also fighting battles around your future. The decisions ahead of you, the opportunities you're waiting for, the doors you want to open, the direction you need. He is clearing paths. He is removing obstacles. He is rearranging circumstances. You are not stepping into tomorrow alone. You are stepping into a future God Himself is shaping for your good. So rest in confidence. Rest in expectation. Rest in the assurance that nothing working against you tonight will succeed. God is fighting for your sleep. God is fighting for your peace. God is fighting for your tomorrow. Place your hand gently over your heart again and whisper, Lord, surround me. Lord, defend me. Lord, fight for me. He hears every word, and He is already doing it. As you remain in this moment of stillness, let your spirit notice how different the atmosphere feels now. The heaviness you brought into this night is slowly loosening its grip. The silence no longer feels threatening. Your thoughts are no longer racing with the same intensity. This is what happens when God takes over the battle. The tension that once sat on your chest begins to fade. The fear that once whispered in the dark loses its voice. The weight that once felt unbearable becomes light in His presence. You may not see everything shifting with your physical eyes, but deep inside, your spirit already knows. God is moving. Something holy is unfolding around you. Something powerful is being aligned for your good. Nothing from this day, nothing from your past, nothing from the enemy's plans has the authority to disrupt the covering God is placing over you right now. Every battle that once consumed your mind is being brought under divine control. Every lie that once echoed through your thoughts is being replaced with truth. Every fear that tried to overshadow your sleep is being pushed back by the light of God's presence. He is not only fighting your battles, He is reclaiming the territory of your peace. You are safe. You are shielded. You are held. Tonight, God is strengthening you from the inside out. The strength you lost through stress, the courage drained by disappointments, the energy consumed by worry. He is restoring those places. You don't need to fight to feel strong again. His strength is enough. His presence is enough. His grace is enough. Though the world around you is quiet, heaven is not silent. The angels assigned to you are active. The Holy Spirit is working deeply. God is watching over you with tenderness and authority. Nothing can slip past His protection. Nothing escapes His awareness. Nothing can threaten what He has declared safe. There is a reason the enemy tries to attack you the hardest at night. The night is when the mind becomes vulnerable, when emotions rise, when fears echo louder. But tonight, God is flipping the script. What used to be a time of anxiety is becoming your hour of peace. What used to be a battlefield is becoming holy ground. What used to be a place of wrestling is becoming a sanctuary of rest. You may not realize it yet, but God is training your heart to trust Him even in the dark. He is teaching your spirit to recognize His presence even when the room is still. He is reminding you that peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of God. Take another slow breath. Feel His peace settling deeper. And understand this: when God fights your battles, He does not fight partially. He does not protect one area and leave another exposed. He surrounds you completely. Your mind, your emotions, your home, your sleep, your future, your destiny. Every part of you is under His covering. He is healing wounds you forgot were still open. He is restoring joy you haven't felt in a long time. He is calming fears that never seem to go away. He is breaking chains that have followed you for years. He is rewriting conclusions you once believed were final. Tonight is not about surviving. Tonight is about being renewed. God is not asking you to pretend to be stronger than you are. He is not asking you to push through alone. He is inviting you into rest. A rest that comes from knowing the battle is no longer yours. A rest that comes from trusting the one who never loses. Let your heart rest in that truth. Let your mind rest in that promise. Let your spirit rest in His presence. Everything that needs to be handled is being handled. Everything that needs to be stopped is being stopped. Everything that needs to be opened is being opened. Everything that needs to be fought is being fought by God Himself. Whisper softly, even if it's just in your thoughts, Lord, finish every battle that I cannot. And He will. He's already doing it. As you remain in this flow of peace, let your heart recognize what God is doing within you. You are not just calming down. You are being spiritually realigned. The weight that once felt like it would crush you is losing its strength. The voices that once overwhelmed your thoughts are fading into silence. The fears that tried to linger at the edges of your mind no longer carry authority. This is the evidence that God is fighting your battles. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. He is removing the invisible burdens that drained your strength. He is lifting the emotional heaviness you carried for far too long. He is clearing the fog that clouded your decisions and made you feel lost. You may not understand how he does it, but your spirit can sense the shift. Every breath feels steadier. Every moment feels lighter. Every second feels safer. Tonight, God is touching the deepest places of your heart, the places that still ache from old wounds, the places that hold memories you rarely speak about, the places where discouragement settled quietly. He is healing the parts of you that you didn't even know still needed healing. His presence is like warm light filling up cold rooms inside your soul. Nothing hidden is too broken for him to mend, and the night has become holy because of his nearness. Some of the battles you faced did not come from outside, you carried them within. You wrestled with thoughts that weren't yours. You wrestled with fears that didn't belong to you. You wrestled with lies whispered into your mind. But tonight, the Lord is breaking those patterns. He is silencing those lies. He is removing those fears at their roots. He is restoring your mind to peace. Feel your heart soften. Feel the pressure leaving. Feel the shift. God is not simply giving you comfort. He is giving you victory. He is rewriting the emotional and spiritual landscape of your night. You are not lying down as someone defeated. You are lying down as someone defended by the Almighty. Imagine for a moment the angels around you, quiet, steady, vigilant, standing at the corners of your home, watching the doorways, guarding the atmosphere. Nothing unclean can enter. Nothing fearful can remain. Nothing dark can linger. The presence of God is filling the room with light, gentle, warm, protective. And while you sleep, he continues the work. He is aligning your path for tomorrow in ways you cannot yet imagine. He is preparing opportunities that will break long seasons of waiting. He is opening doors you prayed for quietly when no one else knew. He is removing obstacles you did not see. He is placing favor over your steps like a mantle. Tonight, every battle that has been draining your joy is losing its power. The chains of fear, stress, and uncertainty are breaking. The patterns that kept repeating in your life are being interrupted. The anxieties that resurfaced every night are dissolving under his authority. God is not just protecting you. He is transforming you. Child of God, you are stepping into a new level of peace. A peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. A peace that doesn't shake when life becomes unpredictable. A peace that remains because it comes from the one who never changes. Allow your heart to rest in the truth that you do not walk alone. You never did. You never will. Even when you felt forgotten, he remembered you. Even when you felt weak, he upheld you. Even when you felt lost, he guided you. Even when you felt broken, he carried you. You are safe in his hands tonight. You are covered in his love. You are hidden in his protection. You are surrounded by his presence. Lift your heart gently and whisper once more, Lord, Fight for me while I sleep, and give me the peace only you can give. He hears you. He is responding. He is moving. As you continue resting in this holy moment, feel how nothing around you is the same as when you first pressed play. The room feels still, but in a sacred way. Your thoughts feel quieter, not because you forced them to be silent, but because God's presence has settled over you like a gentle mantle. Even the air feels different, lighter, calmer, safer. This is the evidence that heaven has drawn near. This is what it feels like when God begins to fight battles that once fought you. Some of the weight you carried into this night wasn't from today alone. It came from yesterday, last month, the last season, maybe even years ago. Pain that accumulated slowly, stress that built quietly, worries that settled in your heart without permission. But God is faithful. He never allows you to carry burdens longer than grace can sustain you. And tonight, grace is overflowing. God is not only lifting the weight from your shoulders, He is removing it from your life completely. The peace you are beginning to feel is not fragile. It is not uncertain. It is the kind of peace that comes from knowing the battle is already in God's hands. He is not delaying. He is not hesitating. He is working right now. Even in this moment, He is dismantling the assignments of the enemy. He is closing spiritual doors that were opened against you. He is breaking the influence of fear that tried to shape your decisions. He is silencing voices in your mind that didn't belong. God is restoring everything the battle tried to steal. And while you sit here in stillness, heaven is moving with purpose. Think about how many nights you have fallen asleep exhausted, not because of physical work, but because of emotional and spiritual warfare. But tonight, God is putting an end to that cycle. He is reclaiming your night hours. He is reclaiming your sleep. He is reclaiming your dreams. Nights that were once filled with worry will now be filled with rest. Nights once filled with fear will now be filled with peace. Nights once filled with spiritual attacks will now be guarded by angels. Even now, God is placing peace around your bed like an invisible fortress. His presence is wrapping around your heart like warm light. His hand is resting over your future like a strong shield. You have never been safer than you are in this moment. Not because your circumstances changed this second, but because God is standing between you and everything that tried to break you. He is fighting for your mind, clearing the fog, dissolving confusion, uprooting anxious thought patterns. He is fighting for your heart, healing past wounds, removing emotional scars, gently restoring your softness. He is fighting for your future, aligning your footsteps, preparing divine opportunities, strengthening the path ahead. He is fighting for your family, covering them, protecting them, drawing them under His wings. He is fighting for your purpose, rekindling passion, reviving hope, breathing life into dreams that felt dormant. You do not need to understand every detail to trust that God is working. You do not need to see every part of the plan to believe He is guiding you. Faith grows strongest in the dark, because that is where God proves He is light. And right now, your spirit knows you are not battling alone anymore. This is why your breathing feels easier. This is why your chest feels lighter. This is why your thoughts feel calmer. This is why your heart feels steadier. God is reshaping you from the inside out. You do not have to hold everything together. God is holding you. You do not have to fix every broken piece. God is restoring you. You do not have to fear what comes next. God is already in your tomorrow. Let your spirit continue to release the burdens you carried. Every sigh is a letting go. Every breath is a healing. Every moment of stillness invites God to work deeper within you. Close your eyes if you wish. Let your hands rest gently. Let every muscle soften. You are safe. Whisper softly, even if only in your heart. Lord, I surrender tonight. Fight every battle as I rest. He hears you. He is working. He is winning. As we enter the final moments of this night prayer, feel the depth of what God has been doing in your spirit. The peace resting over you now is not the same peace you started with. It is fuller, stronger, heavier with glory. It is the kind of peace that only comes when God Himself steps into your night. You can sense it. The atmosphere around you is no longer the same. The room feels covered. Your mind feels steadied. Your heart feels protected. And your soul feels held in a way that words can't fully express. This is what happens when the Almighty fights your battles. You feel it long before you see it. You rise into peace long before you rise into mourning. The shift happens in the unseen, and then it transforms everything seen. Tonight, God has fought for you in ways you may never know. He has shut doors that would have harmed you. He has broken chains you didn't even recognize were binding you. He has silenced voices that were sent to steal your confidence. He has intercepted attacks that were never meant to touch your life. He has rearranged things in the spiritual realm to bring you into blessing and protection. While you sat here listening, heaven was active. Warriors of light were moving around you. God was placing His hand over your mind, your home, your relationships, your future. Nothing in the darkness had permission to cross His covering. Nothing formed against you tonight can succeed. Nothing that rose against you today will follow you into sleep. You are stepping into the safest night you have had in a long time. Not because you feel brave, but because God is your defender. He is the one fighting the battles you cannot see. He is the one shutting down the fears that used to torment you. He is the one whispering, "Rest. I am here. I am fighting for you." Even as you drift into sleep, His presence will not leave your side. His angels will not step away. His protection will not weaken. His peace will not fade. Every anxious thought is being quieted. Every heavy memory is being dissolved. Every fearful imagination is being replaced with calm. Your heart is being washed with the gentleness of God's love. And as your body rests, your spirit will be strengthened. God will speak to you in the stillness. He will guide you. He will recharge what was drained. He will rebuild what was shaken. Tomorrow will not greet you the same way today did. You will wake refreshed, renewed, restored, and realigned with His purpose. Tonight, God is planting seeds in your spirit, seeds of clarity, courage, wisdom, and breakthrough. Seeds that will grow in ways you'll recognize in the days ahead. Sleep will not weaken you. It will prepare you. Rest will not delay you. It will accelerate you. Peace will not make you passive. It will make you powerful. You are going to rise tomorrow with a new sense of direction, a new sense of calm, a new strength in your steps, a new hope in your heart, because God fought for you while you slept. He has gone ahead of you into your day. He has gone ahead of you into your relationships. He has gone ahead of you into your assignments. He has gone ahead of you into your decisions. And He has cleared the way. So as this prayer comes to an end, take one more breath. A deep, gentle breath. Let it settle you. Let it anchor you. Whisper quietly, even if only within your spirit. Thank you, Lord, for fighting for me tonight. I rest in your victory. And let those words be the closing of this sacred moment. May your sleep be peaceful. May your dreams be guarded. May your rest be deep. May your spirit be covered. May your home be surrounded by angels. May your heart be held in the hands of God. Tonight you do not sleep alone. You sleep in the shadow of the Almighty, and He will fight your battles while you rest. Amen.